Take a deep breath. It's been 1 year. Not exactly 1 year.
Almost.
Just about.
Jinx.
Just about. Hey everyone, we're back. No video this time, just audio because we're scaling things down. A lot has happened since the last episode of the DYNA CAST one whole ass year ago.
Oh yeah.
This is episode 17. Yes. Right here in my notes, 17. And fuck man, it feels like ages.
It feels like ages, but it also feels like a blink of an eye at the same time.
No, I feel like I've been through the trenches. I done fought evil villains and they came back 4 or 5 times and I was still and I was still fighting that battle.
I mean, I feel like most of us did this year. I mean, I went through my own crazy things of having to be alone and figuring out who I am. And that's been an interesting thing because it also happened the same year of getting back with my person. And that was weird. It felt almost like I went into a vortex of nothingness and then I came back out.
It's just like when you watch a movie and then the sequel doesn't pick up right where it left off. It just kind of throws you into the next. It's like if you watch the Avengers movies back to back.
Yeah.
But there are movies that go in between.
Yeah.
You know?
You're like skipping things. You're like, I don't know what's going on.
It's just like you go from Avengers to Age of Ultron. It's like, wait. What happened?
Oh my God. Yeah. So we talked about setting goals for this year.
Yeah.
The last time we spoke.
Yeah. How I felt like this year was going to be my year. In a sense, it was. There was a lot of growth this year. I don't know if maybe you can hear it in my voice.
Yeah.
But it was a hard year, but I don't want to say it was a shitty year. Politically, it was a shitty year.
Yeah, that's a different topic. But I think that now, kind of just getting older, every time we have a year that's been full of just absolute chaos, I don't see it as a shitty year. I see it more as I prayed to get better at whatever I wanted to. I prayed to get a better job. I prayed to get a better relationship. I prayed for all these things. And now I just have to do the work. And I feel like spiritually that's what happened, right? Like I wanted all these things for me, but it doesn't come easily. I had to do the work. And that's why I think a lot of things happened the way that they did. If you want to talk about it in a spiritual sense, right?
Well, yeah, let's do that. Cause I dove into Taoism this year. I told you about that.
Yeah.
And not necessarily for like spiritual reasons, because I'm a very logical person.
Yeah.
But not logical to a fault, because I'm also very empathetic. But then I'm a soft ass motherfucker too. So I'm trying to find this balance, you know?
Yeah.
And I noticed a lot with the Tao that a lot of my personal morals were already that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what? Am I a genius? Does that mean I'm a philosopher now? You know? Do I really have to memorize this book?
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of type of cults or religions or spiritualities, whatever it is, that people are into, that we relate to. We just don't know of it because we're used to the common types of religions that we're taught. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, like Buddhism, if you really think about it, I'm a therapist / social worker, And something that we teach a lot is different types of therapy, meditation. We also teach dialectical behavioral therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy. And it doesn't matter which type of therapy you use. It always links back to, meditating, being like aware of your surroundings, being present in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot very related to Buddhism and how they kind of live their life. And so it doesn't mean that I'm a Buddhist, but I definitely agree with a lot of the things that they live their life.
There are things that align.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that when it comes to different types of religions, take what is best for you and put it into your life.
Well, Taoism is more it's more of a philosophy. It's not really. There's no worship going on in Taoism. It's just ancient Chinese philosophy.
Yeah.
And
I'm glad you found that, because it seems like you were able to set more boundaries this year.
Yeah, I'm also just tired. And I mean emotional and socially just tired. Not physically tired.
Yeah.
But on that note, I watched the last episode and I took a little bit of notes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we were working on those things all year, because I was listening to it. I was like, oh.
You're like, oh, that's what we did. Yeah.
We said we was going to do it, and we did it.
We did it.
How are you with money?
I'm good. I'm not where I want to be, for sure. If it was up to me, I'd have a sugar daddy that takes care of me for the rest of my life. But, that's really reaching for the moon. So I'm in the stars right now. I have my career going. I'm going to get licensed soon. So there's going to be a huge bump in my paycheck very, very soon. So I'm doing good. I'm learning how to save money, because I'm absolutely horrible with that. I think most of us are. If you were to ask a lot of people how much they have in their savings, I don't think anyone's above $2,000.
$6. Hey.
So it's been definitely a journey. Now I'm in my early 30s, so 401ks are in the talk. Some stocks, right? Different, IRAs and things like that I did not want to know about, but as an adult, you have to do these things.
You
so
know that shit.
We don't think about it, but retirement is very soon, and I don't want to be living paycheck to paycheck on my retirement. So just definitely being smart with my money by distributing it into different places, forgetting about it until I'm about, 70. We'll see how far I work.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
As for me, I figured it out like this month. I was trying so hard. I had this app. Then I realized the app wasn't subtracting my money right.
Yeah.
Because I was always $10 short for whatever reason. And then when I do it by hand, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, the app was just miscounting my money.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck this app. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I dealt with it for, I can tell you, at least a few months.
Yeah.
So like towards the end of November, coming in December, what I did was just tally up all my bills when I got paid, tally it up, and then, this is how much I have after bills.
Yeah.
Then I have my spending money. And then I just pretended I had that much at that moment.
Yeah.
So that way I'm not touching it,
Yeah. Yeah.
And as the bills came, because I was always overdrafting, I was like, oh, I thought I had enough. And then, because I would do it at the moment it would decline.
Yeah.
But I put myself ahead. So that way, it's hard to explain, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that I am doing a most similar thing. I definitely paid off a lot of debt this year. So I've been working a lot and just throwing tons of money in credit cards. And now that I'm not as much as in debt, I need to be smart to not get myself into that. And I think that doing the good old pen and paper and just writing down like, okay, I have this on this month, I have this on this day, and accumulating it. And basically what I've learned about money this year is living under your means is going to get you more in life, more experience, more things, more memories, more time, everything. And so right now I'm living with my partner in an apartment that is definitely under our means, but we're okay with it because we love to travel. So all that money we would be spending on just renting somewhere nicer, we're spending on nicer trips, like something that we're going to do soon, Japan. So I'm okay with that. You know, I grew up poor, so it's not like I'm, you know, I'm not like sacrificing anything. If anything, I'm gaining from living under my means. Yeah.
So how are you dealing with being older?
I don't know how to explain it. It just kind of like, you just start to evaluate yourself more. And
oh, did you watch that video I sent you?
You did, yes, yeah. So 40,
yeah. Your
40,
life starts at 40?
Your life starts at 40. And here's the thing, just a little bit of information. Me and my partner broke up this year in the beginning of the year, and we just got back together around Halloween time. That time being apart made me realize that, just like that video you showed me, that there is no such thing as a midlife crisis. I work with a lot of people who are in their 40s and 50s. They have a lot of addictions and issues in their family. And something that I've learned personally now and through their experiences is that you only grow when you want to. And usually about 30 is when you stop getting the help from your parents. You stop getting the help of others who used to take care of you. So then life hits you. It hits you really hard. And some people don't even get that because they never had that help younger. So they're able to manage themselves a lot younger. But for the majority of us, I'm Hispanic, so I feel like it's in our culture to just want to be with our family forever, or like we live with them for a very long time. But I feel like in this day and age, I don't think a lot of us can afford to be on our own right now. So we do live with our parents, you know. Luckily, me and my partner are able to afford a small apartment. But midlife crisis, I don't even know what that means.
I feel like I don't want to call it a midlife crisis. It's just the realization of that I'm not getting any younger. So why am I afraid to do the things that I always wanted to do?
Yeah.
So like I got my ears pierced, you know?
Yeah.
And I got a tattoo.
Oh my
God,
it's
not the last one.
You're so bad.
It's fucking wilding out.
I don't want to call it a crisis. I would say more like a midlife evaluation. Because a crisis means that you're not able to do your daily livings because there is something in your way. And I don't think that evaluating your life right now is getting in the way. If anything, it's making you a better person. And it is very true. The more you get older, the more you don't care. And it's not that you don't care of the situation or of the people. It's just, you know, that we only have so little time on this earth. To be angry at somebody for so long is just such a waste of time. And that's the part where, like, I don't care, right?
Yeah, it's just like, move on with your life. Either fix it or don't.
Yeah.
You know, be mad or not.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, make a decision. Because, like, sitting on your hands is not going to get you anywhere.
Yeah. And that's the thing, too. Like, some of us are ready for that and some of us are not. And
yeah, some people just, older than us, still fucking just chasing their tail.
Yeah.
And it's just whatever. I mean, that's you. You know, that's them. You spoke about your living situation. My living situation hasn't changed. It needs to change soon. Really soon. because I can't keep living on. I mean, it's fine, you know.
Yeah.
I get to save money, but I just want my own space to do my own thing. You know, if I again, you know, I mentioned this before. If I always want to be butt naked, I can be butt naked, and it's not a problem
Yeah.
in my own house. It's just freedom.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I can see that for sure.
You know, I don't have that right now, and it is kind of
suffocating you.
Yes. I was like, I don't want to say it's stressing me out, but yeah, that's what it feels like smothered. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I love my mom, but it's just like she's gonna always be my mom.
Yeah.
And she's always gonna do mom stuff, and sometimes I don't need mom stuff. I tell her, but she's gonna still do mom stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
I definitely get that because I went to go live with my parents for about 6 months this year.
Mm.
And there's times where my mom would just be talking and I would tune her out and I'm like, yeah, oh. And it was just like a, yeah, oh, wow, cool. You know, like when a little kid's telling you something.
Yeah,
like,
you just like,
wow, good boy. And I did that a lot with my mom, and I realized something. We're so annoyed with our own situation, we don't realize that they're also human too.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I didn't want to live with them because obviously I had my own space, I had my own things, and I didn't want to be living under somebody else's house and their rules. But I also was able to work on myself and realize, like, being annoyed with my parents has a lot to do with just me and nothing with them. Like, their tendencies of doing stuff is just because they're getting older. And one day, I'm not going to be able to be annoyed at her. She's going to be gone. And so I appreciate her little conversations.
Yeah.
And somebody I know recently just lost her mom, and that was exactly what she was saying. Like, oh, like, she would come into my room. This woman was sick, so she would be on a wheelchair and come into her room and just talk and talk. She was like, yeah, and I would tune her out and just go, yeah, oh, okay, yeah. And now she goes, I wish I would have sat there and actually listened. I don't care how stupid the conversation of her bird and, you know, the dogs barking too much. Like, it doesn't matter. The point is I wasn't there.
Mm.
And that's kind of how I saw it when I was with my parents. I'm like, they listen to me all the time. Like, I have very supportive parents. And whenever something is going on in my life, I know I can go to them and they listen. So why would I not do the same for them?
Mm.
And so all the tiny little things that bothered me, like, it would still bother me, but I was able to kind of sit there and just take a deep breath and just be patient. Be patient. The older you get, the more it's difficult to do things. And so
I mean, that's a whole nother conversation, but it does get harder, but only if you let it get harder.
Yeah.
You know, if you you spend half your day sitting on the couch watching TV, then yeah, it's gonna be a little bit harder to move sometimes.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
you gotta move it or lose it. That's my
move it or lose it.
Move it or lose it, motherfuckers.
That's gonna be our 2025 goals.
Oh man, I'm trying to be like one of those. I see like I would see them on Instagram. I don't see them anymore. But it was this thing like anti-aging cream, and I seen this black dude. He must have been like freaking 50 or something. He had like white locks and he was fucking cut. I was like, that's gonna be me.
Yeah, honestly,
that's gonna be fucking me.
I'm trying to be a gilf. But I think we both kind of dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah.
Money wise, check.
Yeah.
Weight wise.
We getting there. You gotta get your mind right before you get your body right.
Exactly.
Some people are the other way around.
Some people get their body right and not their mind. You know what?
Yeah. But it's a whole discipline thing, because if I don't want to do something, I'm fucking not gonna do it.
I think it's consistency too, because I think every year around this time, there's a ton of people, and you can see it at the gym, that have that goal of like, okay, this is the year I'm gonna get fit. I'm gonna do it, right? And then little by little, you just stop. And then you go, oh, well, I already stopped, so might as well just, try again next year. But the thing about people who've been successful, as far as I know, and I watched Arnold's documentary on Netflix, which is really nice, was just being consistent. It's just be consistent, even if you don't want to. There's things that we do in life that we don't want to, but we do it because we have to survive. It's the same thing, right? It's as little as choosing when you're out at a restaurant. Are you going to choose the deep fried onions, or are you just going to choose a side salad, right?
We went to Texas Roadhouse and had deep fried onions, and they're really good.
They're so good. They're so good. I'm not saying they're not. That's the hardest part.
Oh, man, they're so good.
But I think being consistent is the biggest thing. Even if you fail, and this is what I teach a lot of my clients when it's relapse. Even if you relapse, right? You're not going to just be like, oh, whatever, this is for the rest of my life. No, you get back up and you try again.
Even if you fall, the fact that you got up and started again is still consistency.
Yeah, you're still going to see a change in your body.
Yeah.
And I think that's where my brain was like, either I'm doing it or I'm not. And I realized this year, I'm like, no, you can just keep going.
You don't have to hit a reset button. You don't have to flash point it, That's a DC comic joke. Remember we talked about SMART goals?
Yes.
You pretty much went over that when we started, huh?
Yeah, with the money.
With the money and the losing weight and where we are. I gained I'm like 260 now. I just got fatter. I started off so good. Actually, I have a whole ass story. I started off this year really good. And then because I carry so much muscle, like I need to eat, but I'm not eating properly. So I was eating the wrong things, especially like when I'm trying to eat right, I'm like, fuck, I'm still hungry, And then I would get a hamburger, or a steak. And then I had too much red meat. And then I was in the ER, because my troponins were high, I almost had a TikTok attack.
Yeah.
So, TikTok, that's my ticker, my heart. But it's not like I didn't have a heart attack. It was just the levels were high. And if they stayed high, then it would have led to that.
Yeah.
But, sitting in the ER for like 5-6 hours, it went down. I meditated and I kind of, woo-saw myself out of it. And mind over matter is a thing. Sometimes I can do it and I'm just like, oh shit, what did I just do?
Yeah.
But anyway, it's just been hard trying to get back down, because I was like 240, all year. It's like I plateaued,
Yeah.
So, and then all of a sudden I was like 260 and I was like, where the fuck did this come from,
Yeah, I gained a lot of weight too. I stopped checking my weight. A little background history on me. I struggled a lot with anorexia growing up. Finally, I want to say in my late 20s, I was able to say like, okay, cool, I'm not struggling with it anymore. I'm eating and not skipping meals. So the diet, trying to stay on a diet and trying not to like limit myself is really hard, because if I fall into that category again, I see myself going back to not eating, and it's so easy for me to slip into that. But now I'm on the other end where I've gained weight, and I'm not a huge person, but this is the biggest I've ever been in my life. And that's a big change for me. I'm 150 pounds and definitely some good muscle there, but it's different. It's different from what I've always known. I've always been 100 pounds to 115 being the heaviest. And that was hard for me to accept, that I'm 150 pounds. But it doesn't matter, because even at 150 pounds, if I'm working out and I'm being consistent with my food, I look good. And people don't have to know that I'm 150 pounds.
Yeah, I sent you, I was going through my stories because I'm archiving because Instagram did me dirty and lost some of my shit. So so I'm going back and downloading some of my old stories. And then I sent you that picture of that photo shoot. I was like, oh shit, she was kind of tiny. But I never noticed like your weight gain.
Yeah.
You know? So it's
yeah.
you know, because I noticed that it's not like you're fat.
Yeah.
But I don't know, but you're thicker.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to put it.
I've gained weight. that's exactly what it is.
Well, it's not like a bad weight.
No,
you know?
it's not. But that is what it is. And
Yeah.
that's the thing that I had to work on is I've gained weight. And just saying that without having any judgment towards it. Yeah, like that, it's just a fact. And that's, you know, something that I do a lot with myself, facts versus feelings, right? What I'm feeling is this, but the fact is this, right? And the fact on this one is I've gained weight. And that is just like a radical acceptance of that is just the reality of things. And what I do from now on will change whether I lose weight, whether I maintain it. But honestly, I actually like the weight I'm at right now. I don't feel like fragile. I like feeling strong. I feel like I can probably punch a bitch out, you know?
Kick through a wall.
Yeah, just, bah! You know? Like if a guy comes up to me, I just punch him in his throat, you know?
Yeah, I'm thick to where I'm feeling it in my knees. I'm just like, fuck, I can't, like I can't get out of bed. I have to kind of like roll out of bed. You know? It's just like, fuck, it's just hard to move. And it's like, God damn.
Well, I do want to work out on my belly, of course. I think all women struggle with belly because we have more hormones that definitely affect the way that we store fat. But I've been reading a book called First We Make the Beast Beautiful. And it's about anxiety because I struggle a lot with anxiety. A lot. So I've been doing a lot of self-help books this year to kind of just get my mind and body right. And one of the things that I've noticed, not only in this book, but all of the self-help books I've shown, is your core really controls everything. So if your gut is sad, you're sad. If it's not, you know, like, you know, like when you have a stomach ache and you're just like, I don't feel good. No, I don't want to go out.
I'm the king of stomach problems, so I know.
Me too.
Be in moods.
Me too. I have IBS, so, you know, it's okay because hot girls have IBS. So trying to take care of myself has been difficult. I have some conditions that I have to think about, you know. I'm always worried about where the next bathroom's going to be, which I absolutely hate.
That video I found with all the cool places to poop in Tokyo. Fucking gotta hit them up. Let's go.
Well, looks like I know what I'm doing in Tokyo. So it's all about like making sure that you're healthy inside and out. But something that I've been doing, and I'm gonna try and continue this in 2025, is work out on my core. And I don't mean just like ab workouts. I mean like trying to do handstands or trying to do a lot of like Pilates or yoga, because it is very helpful from what I'm learning from these books. I haven't done it yet, but I have all the answers to my problems.
It's just about doing them.
It's just doing them.
Yeah,
you know.
I feel it. How are things socially, like with people?
That's been a learning lesson this year too. It's okay. I won't say it's great, but I mean, my ride or dies like you, we're okay. You know, I just feel like life is just chaotic and sometimes it's hard to get together. The people that I meet and then they have to leave my life because they're just not for me, it sucks. It's definitely a roller coaster. I've had a lot of issues this year socially with people, and it's made me realize a lot of myself too, and how I lack boundaries. And when I want to set boundaries, sometimes people feel like, why are you setting boundaries now? you know, you were okay with it then, you're not okay with it now. And if somebody reacts that way, I need to learn that those people just need to be let go of.
Oh yeah, I had to let go of a certain young lady that I was crazy about for the longest time.
Yeah.
But she kept calling me a certain word. I was like, either you stop or you go. She didn't want to stop. So I let her go, didn't think twice about it.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad about it. I just realized when my birthday came around, you know, she would always call me, but I blocked her. So I was like, oh yeah, I blocked her.
Yeah. And,
so,
and the thing about growing as a person is it's also painful. It doesn't just feel good, but it's also really painful. Because obviously you don't want to let these people go. You like them for certain reasons, right? They're super funny or they're fun to be around. But if their life is always in chaos and you hang out with them, your life is going to be in chaos too.
Yeah, it's very draining because I'm in a situation right now. And a couple of my friends are just like, they have problems because they're stubborn.
Yeah.
And they let stupid shit bother them. One has a problem with you know, her daughter, and the other one is more like relationship issues. So like the other with the relationship issue, she's just being stubborn.
Yeah.
And it's just like, stop it. But the other one with the daughter issues, I get it, but also let it go. Because it's just like, I don't see, because I want more than anything to be a father, you know? And I can't imagine myself, like if my kid killed somebody, that's different. But if they make a life choice that I don't agree with, get over yourself, because it's their life.
Yeah.
Let them live their life, you know?
Yeah.
You just roll with the punches, get used to whatever it is that they're doing, you know? So long as they're not killing nobody.
Or selling drugs.
I mean,
if
they're really good at selling drugs, then I mean.
Just be careful, Nico, okay?
You know,
I'm going to turn a blind eye, but be careful.
You part of the mafia, you're doing pretty good. I'm just like, I don't know.
I'm just kidding, guys.
I may not be kidding. But you get what I mean, right? If how they're living isn't hurting anyone, then fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, let it be.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get, you know, a little bit more deeper, people have patterns that we pick up as children, and we take this all in without even knowing. This is not something that we're subconsciously doing. This is just part of your support system, right? Your environment. And it really plays out as an adult. Like as children, we don't really realize, and then we start to grow older and we realize, like, holy crap, I'm a lot like my parents. I've had a lot of those moments this year where I'm like, oh my God, I'm my mom, you know? And it's not necessarily a bad thing because my parents are absolutely lovely humans, but some of their bad habits I have too, and that's because they raised me. And a lot of these people who struggle to leave certain relationships, you know, it has to do with what they think of themselves, right? If they don't feel like they're worth a better relationship, they won't get a better relationship. So again, the solution is so easy. Just stop it, you know, or just leave.
Yeah.
But actually doing it is really hard. And that requires a lot of confidence in yourself to do it. And that's what a lot of people who struggle with being able to move forward in their life struggle with, is confidence or the fear of the unknown. A lot of people are scared of, well, what if I do it and I fail? Or what if I do this and I don't know what's next, right? We're all comfortable.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like one thing I learned is that if you're not fucking up, then you're not learning.
Yeah.
And I fucked up a lot.
I love how proud you said it too. And I fucked up a lot.
I fucked up a lot, and I learned a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know? So it's not like I'm like a genius or something, but I am more confident because I'm not afraid of the failure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that we're taught so much to not fail. And that's just not how humans work.
Yeah. It's like,
I don't even think of it as failing. It's just trying, right? Like, you don't necessarily fail at things. You just try them and it just does or doesn't work.
Yeah. And then it's like, you're not dying,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. So I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people are, you know, and it could be society, how it's ran.
It's very much society.
It's very fast paced, very constant. Do this, go that, go there, wash this, clean this, and it leaves little room for us. And I have now traveled a good amount of places, and something that I've noticed, specifically in California, is we're constantly on the go. Everything is on the go, right? We even have yogurt. We have Go-Gurts. You know, like, everything needs to be made to go.
Yeah, it's like you don't get. It's like one thing that a goal I made for myself last year was to watch more media. You know, because I'm always on YouTube waiting for a new video to pop up, and I kind of been doing that, but it's like there is so much to consume and you want to kind of do everything, but we're not able just to sit with something and just let it simmer, you know? You watch a movie, oh, that was a nice movie. You just kind of just sit and you think about it, you know? And it's just all on to the next thing, on to the next thing, on to the next thing. You're quick to judge the quality of it when you just kind of
barely even took it in.
you didn't really sit and think about what the movie may have been about.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, it's just common, like TikToks. Like, people are so used to
I fucking hate TikTok.
I know. Everyone will send me TikToks, and TikTok did this thing, thank God, where they block you, or like you can't see the video unless you have a TikTok. So every time somebody sends me a TikTok, I'm like, I don't have a TikTok.
Yeah, I can't see them.
So
I can't see
it.
Download it and send it to me. I can't watch it.
And that's something that I've learned this year, is to not consume so much, because it's overwhelming. And it's okay to sit still. And it's okay to feel things that aren't happy. You know, like when I was going through my little heartbreak, I sat in it and it sucked. It sucked so bad. But at the same time, it helped me realize, like, I'm not dying. I'm okay. Like, this sucks. This hurts. But I'm going to get through it. This doesn't last forever. And it's the same thing with the emotions that are good, too. Those don't last forever. And something that I've recently been doing is, when I'm in the bad moments or the good moments, I sit in it and I really take it in. Because when you do sit in that sadness or that grief or that anger, and you go into a moment that's a lot happier and you really take that in, it just feels that much better. Like, if we're having a good time and we're at the beach, I'll sit there and I'll think about, like, how beautiful the sun looks and the colors that I'm seeing, the textures that I'm feeling, the smells that I'm smelling, right? And I really sit there and I think about it, like, man, I want this to be a core memory. I want this to be forever in my brain space. And I take it in. And I feel like a lot of us don't do that.
Yeah. That's I made a new friend this year, and like when we hang, it's just we fucking around. And it's just like the best thing ever, you know?
Yeah.
And but like as of recently, it's getting kind of like, you know, because of, you know, the shit she's going through.
Yeah.
But it's like I haven't felt that in so long, you know, because it's just like I'm still very socially. I don't want to say I am. I don't know how to say this. I'm somewhat socially awkward.
Mm-hmm.
It just really depends on my mood.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's whatever. I don't like to be around a lot of people, but it's just like I decided to stop forcing myself to do things that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just like when Friendsgiving came out. Oh, cool, we're gonna have Friendsgiving.
Like, I just don't want to go.
I don't want to go. I don't want to be around.
Is-
I mean, those are your guys' friends. Those aren't my friends necessarily. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just always felt like
you're just kind of the outcast.
I'm just kind of there. You know what I mean? Because when I want to be with my friends, I want to be with my friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't like to share. You know? My friends of mine, I told Keisha that. She's like, oh, she kind of gets why I am the way I am.
Yeah.
Know?
Yeah.
And I just accepted that about myself. I'm just like, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Like, there are certain people that when I hang out with, I feel a little awkward because I know that it's not just going to be me and them. There's going to be other people. And, you know, we just don't have like anything with similarities. And it's a little awkward.
Yeah.
But I mean, those friends are your friends now. They ask about you all the time. So and that's something that another friend that I had when we were out and about, and of course she was drunk when she told me this, but it's honestly probably how she truly feels. And I told her I would love to have this conversation with you sober. Oh, and I'm also sober now, 8 months strong. Woo!
Oh, 8 months.
Woo, 8 months. Yeah, almost a whole pregnancy. But she was saying, she's like, I don't like hanging around people because I feel like people don't care for me. Like, I can be in the room and nobody would care if I was or wasn't, which is not true at all, right? But
yeah, that's true. But it's just the thing. I think parties are so fucking weird, especially big ones.
Big ones are exhausting now.
Yeah, and it's just like I just want to be with my people.
Yeah,
and that's it.
For sure. I think I appreciate that because I threw myself a birthday party this year. You were there. It was a Shrek birthday party.
I still sat in the corner.
You did. You did. A lot of people did. And that's something that I've noticed. Like, a lot of my friends that I have don't like people. So trying to get them all in the same room is kind of hard.
Yeah.
But I honestly appreciate everyone showing up. I was like, wow, look at all of you. It's like a room full of cats.
You're all in the corner.
Just feeding everyone slowly. And it was exhausting. I don't feel like I really enjoyed myself because I was just tending to everyone, making sure everyone was entertained.
Yeah, I was just like, why don't you like?
I ate one taco.
Yeah, it's like you were the host of your. I mean, that's how it is.
Yeah.
But somebody else should be making sure you're having the fun. You know.
Yeah.
You were doing all the work.
Yeah, I was trying to entertain, and we had something a lot smaller a couple days after that, and that was way more fun. And it was just really nice, you know? So I get that for sure. I feel like when you start to dilute your circle, it's not the best. But when you have like that really strong few friends, like today I'm going to be meeting with some girlfriends. We're going to have some girl dinner.
Girl time.
Yeah. And I appreciate that because it's just like 4 of us. And, you know, we really get to sit and talk to each other and really listen to each other. So.
Yeah, I feel like I need more friends with my interests.
Yeah.
Because I don't necessarily have any.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's and I ran into an old friend from school at the grocery store.
Yeah.
And we sat and talked. I haven't seen that fool in like since we left school. How long ago was that?
Forever ago. Let's not count those.
Yeah. But it was like I don't have a lot of close guy friends. I just don't.
Yeah.
You know, it was fucking weird. It was almost weird. I was like, damn, I spend so much time talking to women. I work with women. I live with women. You know, it's just they're always around, you know? It's not that that's a problem, but it's it's something that I kind of want to work on. I mean, even if I end up making new friends and they're still girls, I'm like, so I'm lovable. I can't help it, you know. But just trying.
Yeah.
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 And
That's okay.
dating is still not great. I been on so many dates this year. Jesus fucking Christ.
I know. You'd be like, going on a date. I'm like, good luck, Corey.
Nothing came of none of them. You know, there is one girl who's still hanging around, but it's just that you know when you know, and and then if you questioning anything, then it's not there. It's not like she's a bad person. It's just like
it's just not somebody that's that relates to you the way that you would like to.
Yeah.
I think that I did not date anybody when I was single. I was more focused on myself and getting somewhere that I wanted to be personally. But if I did, I don't think I would be hoping for a husband or anything. I think I would just take it as it is. Like, okay, well, this is a person that also wants to just connect with another human being and let it just be that. I feel like when everything's so set up, I've never used a dating app before, actually.
It's fucking horrible. They're
I've heard.
treacherous and they're...
I mean, I have a friend currently right now. She has also been dating a lot this year. And the stories and pictures and videos that this woman has been getting is insane. She can make a photo album of all the penises that she's been sent.
I don't understand why dudes do that. I don't do that. I don't do it unless they solicit it. You know what I mean? Even then, I'm just like, ugh, you sure you want this?
Are you sure you want this?
You sure you want this pee-pee picture? And then I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm not that person. It's like, if you want to see it, you got to see it in person.
Yeah. I just tell her, just go in wanting to just have a good night. That's it.
Yeah. So
don't put so many expectations because they're gonna fail you.
I stopped caring. I just showed up and just had fun, and then they all worked out. I read there's this one crazy one, man. She was really, really pretty, but I can tell she was a little loopy. And I was like, I can fix her. But
okay, 2025. This is our goals. We are not fixing anybody.
Oh fuck no.
No.
Walking away.
So I relate to you. This is probably why we're friends, because we tend to be attracted to the people who are just absolutely broken. And I don't think that we come off like, oh, I'm better than you, let me fix you. It's more of like, I don't want you to be in that position. I know that you deserve better and I want you to have better. So let me help you.
I know why I'm like that. There's an anime I watched that had a very profound impact on my life called Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's like a religious epic disguised as a super robot anime. It's the craziest shit you'll ever watch. I suggest watching the original because the new stuff is wackadoo. It's fine, but it was... If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah.
And they just try to add more to it. And they didn't need to do all that shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, one of my favorite characters, her name is Rei Ayanami. And she was just this quiet girl. And she was just like, what the fuck is her problem? And she'll talk to the commander, but she's just like all put off by everybody else.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, there was something about her. I was like, damn. I didn't know what it was, but I was like, I can fix her. We can be happy together. Me and Rei Ayanami. And then, but nowadays, that's not even sometimes when I see the character, I was like, I see her as Rei Ayanami, but then it kind of like, oh, that's old Corey there. That's Corey's old crush over there. It's like, what did you see in her?
Her potential.
Her potential.
I think a lot of us fall in love with the potential of somebody what they could be and not who they are.
You don't want to know what this girl ended up doing. She had potential, all right. She fucked some shit up.
I work as a social worker, so I truly believe people can change. People can become better. Obviously, we know that. We've been on our own journeys. Mm-hmm. But I think there's a certain limit to where, all right, this person's not going to change. And if they are, it's not me that's going to change them. Mm. And that's just the acceptance of like, okay, that's just who they are and I have to accept it. Now it's my choice. Am I going to keep this person in my life or am I just going to let them go, right? And
or like in my situation is more like I'm not going to walk away, but if you can't keep up, oh well.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. And I feel like I am in that position now and it makes people angry. But I am not responsible for other people's emotions.
Yeah.
And I know what is in my heart and what I want for people. And it's never been a bad thing.
Yeah,
if I'm played out to be the villain, then if that's what helps them cope with that loss, then that's fine.
It's like, Ooga Booga, motherfucker, I guess I am.
I'm the villain in your story. That's fine. But I know deep down inside that is not the case.
Yeah, because like, damn, I lost my train of thought. Where was I going with this? Yeah, it's gone. I lost it. But yeah, we're going to Japan in 3 months.
I'm so excited. I am so excited. I'm excited for many things. I've traveled to Bali and to Thailand now and tiny little places in between. Mm-hmm. Half of the U.S. now. Other half we're working on. And I love it so much. And it's been mostly just me and my partner. Mm-hmm. But the last one we did in Bali, we had a couple come with us. And they ended up getting engaged there, which was really nice. Mm-hmm. But this time, I'm very excited because every time we travel, we think, man, this would be so cool if these people were here with us. And now we have these people coming with us. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to see things with you. I'm excited to get diarrhea and you laugh at me because it never fails that I always have diarrhea. And we bought the charcoal tablets 2 weeks in advance before even going to Bali. And I started taking them before we even left.
You know what? I feel like that we're drinking fresh water and our bodies can't handle it.
I hate it, you know?
This is actual water. It's not that American shit.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm excited though. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm gonna force myself to eat fish because I know that we're gonna have some.
You don't eat fish?
I don't. I mean,
we went and got sushi. Did we?
I had tuna. I feel like tuna is like the introduction to fish because it doesn't taste like it.
It's a fish.
It's a fish. Yeah. Shrimp and tuna is the only thing I eat. You need to try some fried catfish because that's my favorite type of fish. You know what?
Some Louisiana ass.
That sounds fried catfish. It smells good. I had somebody eat that at work, and I'm like, oh my god, is that chicken strips?
No.
And they're like, no, it's catfish, and I'm like, why did I say that smelled good? But I know it's a mind thing. And I know it has to do a lot with my anorexia because I've been given food without being told what it was, and I was like, just licking my fingers, and I'm like, what was that? And they're like, that was deer, and I'm like, ew. Or
like
that was fish, that was snake, that was alligator, that was a lot of other things, and I enjoyed it. And as soon as I found out what it was, my stomach felt sick. I felt sick. Like it's a mind thing.
Yeah, like I refuse to eat something with a face on it.
Yeah.
Like if I can tell what it is when I'm eating it, I don't want to eat it because it's just gross to me. I'm too civilized for that shit. I can't do it. I will not do it. But me and Diana, this was some years ago. We went to this Mexican place.
Oh, I already know what she got.
And yeah, the fish?
A whole fish.
A whole ass fish. Yeah. It was looking her dead in the eye.
Just
I know. I was like, I can't do it. I don't know how you're doing that shit. I can't do it.
She's awesome. I love Diana. She's one of our best friends. One of my greatest friends. You and Diana are my only friends that I've known for how long now?
Roughly 10 years. It's 9 years.
9 years.
9 years.
You're the longest friendships I've ever had. It's crazy. And I love her because she's constantly always wanting to do something new.
She's always making shit.
Always. She made her own ketchup the other day.
I want her to teach me how to make fucking ketchup.
She's just like, she's just super adventurous. And I've noticed that too. Like when me and her had nobody, like partners in our life, we drove to San Francisco for a day, literally a day. I was like, do you want to go to San Francisco? She's like, sure. And we went. And she's always been like that. So it kind of makes me sad that she's not coming to Japan with us.
Yeah, that's how me and my other friend, but she has a kid. That's the only thing stopping her.
Yeah.
that and money. Fucking kids. Goddamn kids.
See, why do you want them?
I mean, I need someone to take care of me when I'm getting old.
Well, that's why you make enough money to get some good caretakers.
Nah, fuck, I don't trust them motherfuckers. But yeah, I got plans in Japan.
I'm excited to see what we're gonna do together and what we're not. But for sure, I'm gonna be climbing Mount Fuji.
Oh yeah, you're on your own with that one.
What about Suicide Forest?
Jesus Christ.
It's a national park. It's one of their national parks.
Look, I'm gonna walk in, like the horse blinders. I'm gonna just keep my eyes on the road. I'm not looking at no trees.
I honestly don't think
it's gonna freak me the fuck out if I see someone dangling.
I don't think it's gonna be like that. I don't think they would just leave dangling people.
I know they won't, but you don't know who goes in at night.
You know what
I mean? And then someone has to report it. I don't want to be the person that has to be like, hey,
I found one.
I found one.
I found a fresh one.
No, absolutely not. No.
That I can see how that could be traumatizing.
Yeah, I went to 2 funerals in my life. Those are my grandparents, and I'm just like, nah. That's one
dead bodies aren't
dead
your
bodies.
thing.
Nah. I was on Instagram early in the morning, trying to wake up, and they had an open casket. And homegirl opened her eyes. I
did see that video too.
Yeah, you seen that?
You know what's unfortunate? I get all my news from Instagram Reels. And it's not on purpose. I'll just go on because I'm messaging one of you guys back, and then like your feed refreshes, and then there'll be like a bunch of memes of something like that Luigi guy.
Free Luigi.
And I'm like, who is this guy? I'm like, he's everywhere. He's a handsome boy.
Well, he shot our boss.
And
apparently.
Then, yeah. And
just FYI, I work for United Healthcare.
You better watch out, Corey.
I work for a subsidiary. They bought the company I work for. So it's not like I have their insurance. So I get done dirty too. So don't come at me. I'm not a CEO.
You just put a target on your back.
I'm not a CEO. They do me dirty too.
Yeah. Then I start looking up like who is Luigi, and I can't say his last name.
Luigi Mangione.
Yeah. And then that's when I like get all the info, and I'm like, wow, that's horrible that I heard it here first on Instagram.
Yeah, I feel like that's another topic we can dive into at a
different time.
Yeah, because that social media, man, 2025 is gonna be a wild ass fucking ride. I can tell you that.
But you know what? Going into 2025, I think that we should keep our minds open to experiencing life. And life doesn't always have to be good. It could be bad stuff too, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's been one once in a lifetime event after another since 2020. It's been like,
I feel like that's most of us though. Like even other people that I talk to briefly, like I work at a crisis center. Everybody is since 2020.
It's just been wild shit.
Yeah, I mean, life
Every
feels
year.
so fake sometimes.
This is Earth 3, I'm telling you.
I don't know.
I didn't want to come back. I was like, man, if this freaking greasy motherfucker win, I'm not coming back to the YouTubes. I'm still debating if I even want to come back. This was really hard. I have to go back and edit this.
Yeah.
We're talking the deed is done, but I still have to make this presentable for other people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, am I ready to come back? I don't know, man.
You are. You're ready, Corey.
I don't know.
You're ready.
I was barely there when I left. You get what I mean? It was hard just being on YouTube. I'm just like, fuck, bro.
But nothing worthwhile is gonna be easy.
Yeah. It's not about it being hard. It's just the motivation.
Yeah.
You know, because I just, like we were saying, I just want to exist. Just not just exist, but I just want to live. I don't want to chase shit. I don't want to chase people. I don't want to chase the algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to live and just be happy, be content, you know?
Yeah.
And just...
My nephew says that when we don't get him McDonald's.
What?
He just cries and goes, I just want to be happy.
Then don't eat McDonald's.
And I'm like, you are happy. What do you mean? You just can't have McDonald's.
Nah, he's still young. I wish I was that. Take me back to 1993. Go Power Rangers.
But that's part of life, is just existing. That's the basic of life.
It's how you exist.
Yeah. And I honestly think it comes back to our mindset. Like that saying, you know, is the cup half full or half empty.
Mm-hmm.
I think that sometimes we have to, not sometimes, a lot of times we have to be optimistic about things. I know that I grew up really poor with my parents, and they always made things fun, even the stuff that wasn't supposed to be fun. And I give this example a lot, and I don't care. I know people won't judge me for this, but hopefully it makes them laugh. When we were younger, we lived in a cockroach-infested place. Infested. And my dad made it a game. Whoever kills the most cockroaches won $1. And so here's 5 kids, like, getting ready. Like, I'm going to fucking smash these cockroaches. And as soon as he turned on the lights, there is tons of cockroaches all on the floor. Lord. And there we are, 5 little Mexican kids just stomping the floor. And I'm like, I got them. And he would give us $1. Yeah, you know, little by little.
It's like that song. The road song.
La Cucaracha. Yeah. So I think life is what you truly make it. Yeah. I think we have more control of our life than we think. It's just...
We're our own worst enemy.
Yeah.
We're holding ourselves back.
For sure.
But yeah, just to wrap it up real quick, just going forward, I'm just gonna have all the episodes on YouTube. I'm not gonna broadcast them out to Spotify and Apple and all that. I'm gonna just keep things real simple. I've been kind of I gave my channel a new name. It's Tyrannoverse.
Tyrannoverse.
I got a whole story about me and the Tyrannosaurus. But I'm just stripping it down and just kind of rebuilding, just very slowly.
Yeah.
So things are manageable, because I jumped into this podcast. It's just like, because, you know, I came from film school. I was like, this got to be the best looking shit ever.
Yeah.
You know, and it has to blow up right now. But it's just, I want to be consistent. So yes. the easier things are to produce, then the more I can do it.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
More often.
And then you can get all fancy schmancy with all your technical stuff.
Yeah, then when YouTube's paying me more, and then I can and then I have studio money again.
So 2025. Patience.
Oh, god damn. Fucking people. I done lost it.
Woosah.
Why am I on this planet with all these damn humans, man? I swear to God. All right.
How about we just take a deep breath and woosah
Wusa.
and close it out?
Okay. Wusa. In 3,
2.
1. Kind of got a fart.